What's up guys, my name is Hayden.
And my name is Emma, and welcome to our channel and our very first video on our channel. We've been wanting to do this for quite some time. We've been talking for years, in fact, about doing some film reviews. We just have never got around to it, but...
Yeah, procrastination, it's a hell of a thing.
It's the worst enemy, but we are here now. And yeah, we are very passionate about film and filmmaking, the whole process of filmmaking. We are both in the film industry ourselves. We are also both partners in life and creativity. So we've been together for quite some time now. We've done a lot of projects of our own.
Short films, web series.
Yeah, we're both very passionate about movies and have always got an opinion and are always on tangents about the latest film we've seen. We always go into very in-depth conversations, and we wanted to join this awesome community of film reviewers because I love hearing what others have to say about films they've just watched. And yeah, I think that's the brilliant thing about film and filmmaking is the community and how it brings you together and how you can have so many varying opinions about one thing. But anyway, so that is what we are going to do on our channel. As we are a new baby channel, we need some subscribers. So please subscribe and like our video. I think that's what you meant to say. Subscribe to our channel, like the video if you like the content. And we'll do our best to be entertaining and bring you content on the weekly. So hopefully at this stage. So we'll try and keep the reviews spoiler free to begin with, and then we might go a little bit more in depth. So some spoilers may arise. So
we'll let you know.
We'll let you know.
Give you a spoiler warning to let you know. So those that need to jump ship, you jump ship. Those that want to stick around, go a little bit more in depth, then
hang around with us. It's absolutely the worst when you have a movie spoiled for you. So we'll make sure we give you the heads up. But anyway, what is the film we're going to talk about in our first video, Hayden?
Well, Emma, today we are talking about Joker, the latest film from Todd Phillips, who's done such other dark takes on the human psyche, such as the Hangover trilogy and Road Trip. So Emma, what did you think of Joker?
Just like to say, for starters, that I can't believe a film like this has come from the guy who brought us those films.
I know.
Because it is so not like those films at all.
And it's funny that some of the best horror and drama that's come out in the last few years has been from people from the comedy industry. So you've got like Jordan Peele, who did Get Out and Us. You got Chernobyl, who is from the writer of the Hangover films. So Todd Phillips directed the guy who did Chernobyl. He was the writer on that. Who was that? John Krasinski with A Quiet Place.
Yep.
So a lot of great stuff coming from comedy actors, writers, directors. I think they're just giving a fresh voice.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they do apparently say that horror and comedy go hand in hand a lot of the time. So maybe we do need to trust more comedians with our favorite genre, which is horror. But
this isn't a horror.
This isn't a horror. No.
It's dark. It's dark. It's gritty.
So if you like a feel-good film, this is not the film to go and see, because you're not going to feel good watching it.
Not at all.
But if you do like a film that makes you think, that affects you,
has a message,
this film has affected us so much that we are talking about it still 2 days later, I think, when we saw it last, and which is why we thought it was the perfect one to do our first review on, because it is such a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Film, I said to you when I came out of the cinema, I think this is one of my favorite films of all time now.
I think it's cracked my top 10, yeah.
It's brilliant. And what did you think of Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker?
Brilliant. So you should probably say too that the story follows Arthur Fleck, who is a guy who's down in his luck, he's living in poverty, dealing with mental health issues, bullying, depression. It's an origin story. It's about how he becomes the Joker. So about 3/4 of this is the lead up and the character building to how he becomes the Joker. Which I thought it did really well. I thought it was just the right amount of character building and build up And he went through enough to, I think, in the story-wise, film-wise, to earn that breaking point. It felt in a cinematic aspect, in the story aspect, it felt earned.
Yeah, and although it does spend quite a lot of time building up to when he does become the Joker, you're never bored. Well, I wasn't. You know, it doesn't drag. I don't know, it engaged me all the way through.
Well, that's just a credit to Joaquin Phoenix's acting. He's just dynamic, mesmerizing in this, and he just kind of draws you in. And even during all that character building stuff, he keeps you invested.
Yes, he definitely brought a brand new Joker, one that we haven't seen before. And I know I made the big call, but I did say that I think he's potentially my favorite Joker now.
Yeah, I think he's on par with Heath Ledger. I think he's on par. Both very different.
Yeah, you can't really compare them because they are two very different types. But there was something about Joaquin's Joker that really stuck with me. And, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Heath Ledger's Joker.
Well, of course, he's Australian. He's our boy. We've got to like him. Yeah.
Of course.
That was more of a blockbuster superhero film. It's Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy. Whereas this is not that. It's not a blockbuster. It's not a popcorn film. It's not a comic book superhero film. It is a dark, gritty, realistic take on the Joker.
Much more stripped back in terms of the filmmaking.
Very stripped back. Which I think works to its benefit.
Yes.
I don't think this would have worked in a larger, bigger budget blockbuster popcorn film.
Yeah. No, I think what Joaquin did with this character was brilliant. He really made you feel for this character, which, I
think that's the biggest thing. You actually feel sorry for his character for like the first 3/4 of the film. The stuff he goes through, you just feel for him. And I know people have a problem with this, that you feel sympathy for a bad guy. But I think that's part of its message, is that I think we do need to feel sympathy towards people that are dealing with this kind of stuff. And in real life, we need to look at those people, and instead of just kicking them while they're down and just ignoring them, I think we need to reach out, we need to talk to them, we need to give them help, and lift them up rather than put them down. Yeah,
it definitely touches on some dark themes. But I think it's necessary. I think it's
probably one of the most important and relevant films to come out in recent time, for me.
Yes, I would agree with that. There's definitely some topics in there that people need to talk about more. And
which this film does. It makes people want to talk about those things.
Yeah. So if you love those types of films that, as I said, makes you think, makes you assess life, then you're going to love this. But I think even if you don't really love those kinds of films, see it anyway, because it is brilliant in so many other ways. The filmmaking is beautiful. Like the cinematography, I love the set design.
Yep. Very 70s, dirty, gritty kind of cityscape.
It really painted the picture for this character and this storyline so well. The score was beautiful.
Yeah, really matched the visuals, I thought. Really dark, haunting. And that paired with the visuals, it made it very atmospheric.
Yep.
And sucked you in.
Yep. So what did you think of the makeup?
Yeah, I actually liked that it was very different to the other portrayals of the Joker. It was a bit of an updated version, a bit more clown-like, a bit more realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I know a lot of people were blowing up about it before the film's release and saying that they didn't like it, and I thought it looked rubbish, but I think it worked. It worked.
Yeah.
Same with the outfit. The outfit's not the traditional purple suit, although he's got more of like a burgundy with like a yellow vest. It's a bit of an updated look, but I think it works. It fits the time period. It's a little bit more retro, a bit more realistic. He's still got
the green hair and...
Yeah, he dyes his hair, so he's got the green hair.
Yeah, no, I didn't have any issues with the new Joker makeup either. I thought I think it was quite a simple design.
Yeah.
But it was fine, and
So I think it was based off a mask that is in the film, like the clown mask. I think it's very the same.
So we're actually introduced to Arthur Fleck, and he's already working as a clown. I think they're clowns for hire
Clowns
or
for
something.
hire, yeah. He's holding a sign and, you know.
He goes and holds signs out the front for businesses to draw in business, or he goes to the children's hospital to cheer them up. So he's already kind of on the way to that Joker state.
Yeah, I think from the get-go there's the ingredients of the Joker there. So he's already working as a clown, he's already got the laugh. The ingredients are there. He's dealing with mental illness, a bit mentally unstable like the Joker is. So all the ingredients are there, it's kind of just leading you up to it.
Yeah. I think I said during the film I leant over and I was like, why am I suddenly attracted to this character now that he's in clown makeup? And I think you made the comment that he got this newfound confidence. He's got this swagger now, he's got this dance. And I think just because we'd seen him in this clown makeup a lot throughout the film because he was working as a clown, and I don't think he changed his makeup all that much. No. I think he maybe
it was definitely a confidence. Like when he eventually got his Joker makeup on, his Joker suit,
like his proper Joker,
his persona completely changed.
He dyed his hair, and then we see this transformation of him, and I don't know. He had
swagger. He was confident.
It was cool to see. Yes, this beaten down character finally have a purpose, and I was like, that's attractive. But, not to sound weird or anything.
Too late.
Too late. Apparently I'm into clowns now. But
clown fetish? Sorry, we're not doing that.
No, I think they made the character up very, very well. I liked that they went a little bit different, but also kept it same enough that it was still Joker-like enough.
Yeah, it was
from
still
what
Joker.
we're used to. Yeah. So yeah, I think they did it brilliantly.
I think character development I think was spot on. It took its time to develop the characters. You don't felt like it was rushed. Everything took its time, which I liked. And as you said, you're never bored because Joaquin Phoenix's performance just kind of sucks you in. The atmosphere sucks you in.
Yeah.
And that the ending felt earned.
Even though it was a very depressing storyline and character, I really liked that the film made you feel and made you side with this
and I think as a filmmaker that's what you want to do. You want to make the audience feel something. I think the best movies do, whether it's good or bad, it makes you feel something, and this movie definitely did for us.
Which is why I think that this is my favorite Joker. But that's, for me personally, I just love characters that stick with you and make you feel things. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love all of the other Jokers. All of them have done amazing things, and they're all different in their own way. And yeah, like we said, not taking anything away from Heath Ledger's. He had some fantastic one-liners and some quirkiness that I absolutely loved about him.
It's hard to compare two different films.
It's hard to compare, but I just love that this Joaquin's Joker, he sat with me. We're still talking about it, still talking about him in the role. I just love a film that can do that. And this film did it.
Absolutely.
Highly recommend seeing it. Yep. It is phenomenal.
Gets my stamp of approval, 100%. 100%. So what do you reckon? Should we get into some spoilers?
I guess so. Maybe, if we might talk a little bit more in depth about some of the things that happen. So if you haven't seen the film yet, stop watching now. Before you go, please subscribe.
Yes, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're going to try and do more of these.
We're going to try it, yeah.
So yeah, if you like what you saw, please like, subscribe. But yes, spoilers are coming, so time to jump ship.
Go and see the film.
Absolutely. Go see the film and then come back. Watch the second half of the video.
Yeah, and then tell us what you thought. Because we want to know.
For those that have seen it, stick around. We're going to be going a little bit more in depth.
Yeah.
I'm talking about some spoilers. So, spoilers start in 3, 2, 1, go.
So it ends with... No, I'm kidding. Okay. So there's a female character that comes into play in this storyline. Played by Zazie Beetz, I believe is how you say her name.
And she plays Sophie?
Yes. And she's a single mom. She lives in the same building. And we see this kind of relationship unfolds.
And I didn't know how to feel about that. I thought it was very random when I saw it.
Yeah, she's a gorgeous young woman. And he's a little bit of an older, clearly has some issues. The relationship
came out of nowhere,
and it was a bit unbelievable.
They meet once and then next minute he's knocking on a door and making out with her.
Well, they had a little bit of a encounter.
Elevator. Yeah, that's what I mean. They met once.
Well, obviously they've been living we don't know how long they've been living next door to each other, but they've been living in the same building for however long. So they've seen each other in passing, and then all of a sudden he starts stalking her because obviously she's attractive. And yeah, then she comes over and is like, were you following me today? He was like, yeah. And she's like, oh, cool. Like, no one would react like that to someone saying, yeah, I was following you around.
I was almost ready to put that down to a plot flaw, like a plot hole.
Yeah.
Or, but luckily...
Because no one believes, like, this guy's acting creepy. No one would be like, that's cool. Do you want to hang out sometime? And then form a relationship from that. Yeah.
Luckily, it redeemed itself, and it all made sense. Where you find out that it's all in his head.
Yes. So that was a cool twist, and I think, I wasn't believing the relationship. I was like, it was really rushed. It was weird. Although I will say, when I did find out that it wasn't real, I was sad because once you kind of saw them together a little bit more, I was like, they kind of seemed...
You felt kind of good for him because he had someone.
He had someone, and he's a personality that does need support.
One of the big parts of his downfall, I think, is that him kind of realizing that he's not in that relationship. I think that's part of his downfall. Yeah,
it is. I think another element to him becoming the Joker. It's just one thing after the other, this relationship, but it's all in his head. And I think I kind of like that they made that twist in the end, because I think I was anticipating when they got together and we were seeing this relationship, I was kind of expecting, she's gonna get killed by someone on the street, and then it was going to be another thing. I was thinking
that would have been kind of very on the nose.
Yeah, I was like, they're going to do something cliche here and kill her off, and that'll be another reason why he's going to fight back. So I'm glad that they didn't do that. And yeah, they, I think they did that well.
Yeah, I think they did that well. Yeah. Yeah. You also had Robert De Niro.
Yeah. So Robert De Niro plays
a TV show host.
Yep.
Famous TV show host who Arthur admires and looks up to. He kind of imagines himself on the show early on, and being embraced by him, and almost like you kind of sense that he's got some daddy issues almost, and looks up to him almost like a father figure. Yeah,
well, I mean, we assume from what we get from the film that he's grown up watching
single mum.
Watching the show with his single mum, and this TV host like we do with a lot of shows in real life, we invite these people into our homes for so many years, so you do think they become part of the family.
And I like how that relationship developed too, because that's kind of like the big final piece of the film is him kind of getting on his show, and then he's kind of like the almost the symbol for the rich. And that separation between the rich and the poor, because that's a big part of this film as well, is the classes, the rich and the poor, and they're kind of at war during this film, and he's kind of like the embodiment of that. He ends up shooting him on live television, which I think was just really, it's only like you've seen people get shot in films before, but this just seemed a lot more. It seemed to hit you harder and impact you a lot more. It seemed to be a lot more realistic.
I think because the whole film took this more realistic approach in terms of like the technical side of how it visually looks, and then the more realistic storytelling of it. I don't know. It made...
It was visceral.
It just made
brutal.
This killing that bit more whoa.
Yeah, it really hits you when that happens. And touching on that, what do you feel about the ending of the film as a whole?
So I mean, I thought it was fine. I really liked it. There was a moment when he's up on the police car after the
he's being surrounded by his followers.
Yep. So the followers help him out of the police car that they've just rammed to get him out and save him, I guess. And he gets up on the bonnet of the car, and he's doing his little joker dance.
He gets the blood from his mouth and creates a smile, which is kind of cool.
I thought that was really cool. And then it kind of fades to black, and I thought, cool, that's where it ended. But no, then we got another extra little scene after that, and which is fine.
He's in Arkham Hospital.
We see him in the asylum. They've obviously, recaught him, and they've locked him up now, and he's having a one-on-one with a shrink. But I mean, I honestly feel like they could have ended the film where it did cut to black before that last little scene, and I would have been fine. But I don't hate the last scene.
I probably didn't need it, but I didn't hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
Not sure if he kills her or not, because he's kind of walking down the hallway and he's got the bloody footprints, and then he's getting chased by one of the other doctors in kind of like a Tom and Jerry moment, And
it's kind of insinuated that he's at least maybe harmed her, like she's just bleeding out, or maybe he has just killed her, or was he just imagining that he's walking with footsteps?
You don't know, because you imagine so much in this film that you don't know what's real and what's not.
Yeah. But no, I did enjoy in the actual last scene. I did enjoy his little chuckle to himself, and she's like, "Oh, what's so funny?" Oh, I just thought of a joke, and she goes, "Well, do you want to share it?" And he's like,
you wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it. Yeah. And they say no more on that, and then that's when he goes off and does his little dance again. But they flash, when he says that, they flash back to, because we are introduced to Bruce Wayne in this.
Little Brucey.
He does make an appearance a few times throughout this, and it does flash back to his parents.
Yes, which is
who have been killed.
A big moment in the Batman Joker universe.
Yeah.
Which I like that they incorporated that into it.
I wasn't sure if we were going to see any other characters from this world at all in the film, but I'm kind of glad that, and I think I caught when the little boy came on screen, and he's in this beautiful acreage property. I was like, this looks like a rich kid. I wonder if this is Bruce Wayne. Yeah. And then he's like...
I kind of like how they incorporated them into the story, because it's kind of revealed that they could be half brothers.
Yes,
Bruce and Arthur Fleck.
That was something I wasn't expecting either. Yeah, that it was insinuated that Arthur's mum worked for...
Thomas
Wayne. She says that she worked for him 30 years ago, had a relationship. They had a kid who ended up being Arthur. But yeah, and then ultimately they did then touch on that Arthur's mum made it all up, and they didn't actually have an affair. And so it goes to the psych ward.
Well, you find out that Penny Fleck, his mother, is as dealing with mental health issues of her own. Yeah,
so he goes to psych ward, and they find her. He asks for her old documents, and she was a little bit loopy. So
and there's just something else that adds to Arthur Fleck's mental state. Just everything with his mother, like his mother was kind of lying to him his whole life. He was adopted. And boyfriends would beat him up and abuse him and stuff like that.
Yeah, so. He's had a very hard life, and
again, that's what makes his breaking point feel earned in relation to the story. Yeah. He's even got a bit of a condition where he laughs uncontrollably in stressful and awkward situations, which makes things worse for him.
Yeah, it was quite an uncomfortable laugh to listen to, because he chokes on it. He's trying to hold it in, but it keeps coming out, and it comes out at the worst times. Like he just, it's not like he's actually laughing at anything. It's, he laughs when he's in an awkward situation, or he doesn't know what to do, he's nervous or whatever. This choking laugh comes out, and I really thought that was an interesting choice. I don't know if that was the filmmaker's choice or if it was Joaquin's, but whoever's it was really...
Yeah, props to them.
Really cool. Like, as I said, it was very uncomfortable to watch, but it was another great little detail that they added to the character that we haven't seen before in the Joker.
So, anything else to say on Joker?
I think we've pretty much covered it.
I think we have.
Now.
Yeah, great film. Love the film. Definitely recommend it. And obviously, you guys have stuck around. You've obviously seen it. So, let us know what you guys thought in the comments below. If you like this video, please like it. Click the like button. Subscribe to our channel. We'll be bringing you more of these videos shortly. Possibly Taxi Drivers, our next review. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.